Welcome students. In this video, we'll continue the problems on remainder theorem. In the previous video, we have discussed the concept of remainder theorem and certain problems. Now, today in this video, we will discuss some important problems related to remainder theorem. Let us start those problems. This is the first problem. If a polynomial ax cubed plus 4x squared plus 3x minus 4 and another polynomial x cube minus 4x plus a leave the same remainder when divided by x minus 3, find the value of a. Now, students, try to understand the question carefully. What is given in the question? We have a two polynomial. This is the first polynomial and this is the second polynomial. Two polynomials given and these polynomials are divided by x minus 3. When we divide this polynomial with x minus 3, they will leave the same remainder. And we have to find the value of a constant a. Now, how we are going to do with this question? We will discuss two cases. In the first case, we will find the remainder of first polynomial. We will consider the polynomial remainder supposed to be r1. In the second case, we will find the remainder in the second case considering the remainder as r2 and we will equate them. Let us start this problem. First step, we will be considering the first polynomial as p of x, second polynomial as q of x. In the first case, we substitute x minus 3 0 and substitute this value p of 3 in the first case, and by substituting the value you get 27a plus 36 plus 9 minus 4 and the remainder comes to be 27a plus 41. And in the second case, we will use the same process to find the remainder in the second case. In the second case, we have a q of 3 because x is 3. Substitute the value of x as 3 in the second polynomial. We get 3 cube minus 4 into 3 plus a, 27 minus 12 plus a. So here r2, the second remainder, is 15 plus a. So I repeat the steps. In the first step, we find the remainder r1. In the second step, we find the remainder r2. Now third step, the condition given in the question, which is given in the question here, this is about remainder. The remainder r1 and r2, they are equal. As you see that r1 and r2, they are equal. This condition is given in the question. We substitute the value of r1, which is 27a plus 41, and the value of r2 is 15 plus a. Now these values of r1 and r2 we have taken from equation 1 and equation number 2. Transposing variable to one side, we get 27a minus a, 15 minus 41. By solving this, we get 26a minus 26 and finding the value of a by shifting this 26 to the right hand side, and finally we get the value of a as minus 1. So with this condition, we get the value of a constant, and that constant is minus 1. Let us try another problem on this concept. Here, this is another problem we have here. If r1 and r2 are the remainders. Now here r1 and r2, two remainders already mentioned in the question. When a polynomial, this is the first polynomial, x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5ax minus 7, and second polynomial is x cubed plus ax squared minus 12x plus 6. They are divided by x plus 1 and x minus 2 respectively. This respectively means first polynomial is divided by x plus 1, second polynomial is divided by x minus 2. If 2 times of r1 minus r2 is equals to 4, this is the certainty condition given in the question. So the process which we follow for this question, in the first case we find the remainder R1, in the second case we find the remainder R2, and substitute this value of R1 and R2 in the given condition. This is the condition. So let us start with this problem. We consider the polynomial as p of x, that is the first one, and for the first case x plus 1 is a divisor. We substitute x plus 1 0, x comes to be minus 1, and remainder R1, it would be minus 1 cube plus 2 times of minus 1 square minus 5a into minus 1 minus 7 by substituting x minus 1 in the polynomial. By solving this further, we get minus 1 plus 2 plus 5a minus 7, and the first remainder is 5a minus 6. We will consider this equation as equation number 1. The next step, considering the second polynomial as q of x, this one x cube plus ax square minus 12x plus 6, and x minus 2 will substitute 0, x is equals to 2, finding out the remainder as R2. Substituting this value, we get 2 cube a times of 2 square minus 12 into 2 plus 6. Further solving the calculation, R2 is equals to 4a minus 10. Now we have found the value of R1 and R2. These values of R1 and R2 will substitute in the given condition, the condition which is given in the question. This condition is certainly given in the question. Let us do it. Here, this condition is 2 times of R1 minus R2 is equals to 4. Value of R1 is 5a minus 6, and the value of R2 is 4a minus 10. These values we have substituted from equation number 1 and equation number 2. By solving this further, we get 10a minus 12 minus 4a. This negative become positive, plus 10 is equals to 4. 10a minus 4a we get 6a, minus 12 plus 10 give us minus 2 equals to 4. This 2 will be shifted to other side, 4 plus 2, 6a is equals to 6, and a is equals to 1. The value of a is equals to 1. So this is the final value of a, which is equals to 1. This question is certainly an important question from this topic, remainder theorem. Now here are some practice questions related to the concept. 3 questions you have to try. And thank you for watching this video.